Peace, what's good with YouTube? It's your brother God Science up in here once again. Shout out, special salute to the few that do watch the video, subscribe. Really appreciate y'all. Hope y'all good. Hope your family's good. Hope y'all warm. It's cold as fuck. I ain't used to that cold shit no more. I'm Floridian now. Anyway, once again, salute. Wanted to talk quick about this interview I saw on DJ Vlad with Ed Lover, and it was basically Ed Lover is like a legend in the hip hop game. Yo MTV Raps. I mean, if you love hip hop and you tell me that show didn't have an impact on you, you're lying. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like the source. It was like the virtual source. All the ill shit go down. You see the ill groups. It was groundbreaking. The niggas was on top. You know, TV Raps was the shit. And he was friends with Tupac. And I'm gonna be honest, back then, I didn't really listen to Tupac that much. Not like, and I got much love for Tupac. His spirit and just him as a person. But I never used to listen to him back then, like how I would start saying I started listening to him with Me Against the World album, when I really listened to Tupac. And it wasn't that he was corny. It's just it was just, I was so stuck, you know what I mean, in Wu-Tang, Eric Sermon, Redman, all these other dudes and shit. So it was like, okay, I knew him about him from Digital Underground and shit. Now the thing that he talks about with the shooting and shit, I remember all that shit. When it happened, when it was announced, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. And it was crazy back then. But Ed Lover was, he was close. And this is the point I'm trying to make. You got people on YouTube that's calling him out. And then you have some saying, nobody knows what happened. We weren't close to those dudes. If y'all was close to those dudes, I'm not talking about y'all. Alright, if y'all was there and y'all knew what happened, exactly what happened, then, I get it. Ed Lover, he was kind of around him, more than anybody that talks about Tupac on fucking YouTube as a blogger. You wasn't around Tupac. And I don't care what you heard or someone who was there said, you still wasn't there. So there's a possibility of you not knowing what really fucking happened. And if someone is telling you, now they're going to tell it from their perspective. So I get it. Why, he would, how it looks like when Stretch stopped speaking to Tupac. It was basically because, like, he picked his being inside with Biggie and shit. And I don't believe that dude had nothing to do with that stick-up shit. And we all know Biggie did it. And I don't know. I wasn't in Tupac's mind. I don't know if I would be paranoid if I got shot like that. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of things that people don't talk about. I'll be paranoid too. I don't want to go around nobody. But at the same time, if they were young, if they were older, maybe they would have sat down like real gangsters do, have a sit down, right? And speak and, talk it out like men. Misunderstanding it. If they just did that, Tupac and Biggie shit that you always constantly seeing on, people being talked about. I mean, people make money off of who killed Tupac, who killed Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Millions of fucking dollars here, bro. So, but we know what happened. Now with Biggie, honestly, personally, from my experience, I don't know what really happened. But we know what really happened with Tupac. He got into some gangbang shit. Period. Now people want to put all these conspiracies to keep the story going to make money off of it. And I ain't saying Ed Love is doing none of this shit. It's just that he gave, he said a lot of things I didn't know. But it also made me realize and understand why the way Tupac was acting. If this dude, it looked like, now, he said this dude didn't have an ID to go see him after he got shot. We have some people saying that, no, we don't know that if that's true. But you don't know if it is true, because I wasn't around there. So my whole point is, we're just making these videos constant. I'm not talking about, everybody, but we're just making these videos, and people are making documentaries, and people are making fucking movies about who killed Tupac. And if you read the comment section, he's alive somewhere. It's a conspiracy. No, he fucked with some street politics in LA on some gangbang shit. We all know it. It's too simple. We don't want to believe it. Yes, man. Yo, I wonder what hip hop would look like if Tupac was alive. And he did a lot, and he was only in his 20s. I think he would have been a fucking amazing actor, you see how Jamie Foxx got, Grammys, and he would have been a great actor, because he played Bishop so good that I started hate. That's something that made me not like him in the beginning, because it was such a touch. And it's a movie. I know it's a movie, but I'm like, every time I saw him after that, I was like, this nigga killed Bishop, Raheem, man. This dude killed Raheem. Yo, that shit is just acting. Juice. But Juice was another movie that had, in the 90s, that had a big impact on the hip-hop, man. That was the movie, Juice. And so, he played that shit nice. It's just like, you wonder sometimes if he turned into that fucking character and shit. Not saying that he's killing his boys, but he just had an anger about him at death row. And hey, I guess you have the right to be angry if you got shot, got thrown in jail, got accused of being raping somebody. I would be fucking angry too. So, it's just that, unfortunately, if you're not, I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole new story. I just think that some people just want to juice this shit to make money, and it's sad. Let's talk about their music. Let's talk about the good times and shit when he was fucking with them. You know what I mean? Why are we always focusing on this tragedy shit? I don't like this tragedy shit. And it's like lately the hip hop's that, when the hip hop, the new artists that is popping. Lately you've been seeing them being taken out, and like they're popping more. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Anyway, man, thank you guys for watching. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Yes, I know, it's always going to be somebody. Yes, I know the real meaning of Christmas. I know Jesus was not born on this date. And it doesn't even matter if Jesus existed or not. Is what he was, the message. The message. Anyway, family, I know we're in this new thing. We can't even get together. It's crazy. Anyway, salute to you and your family. Y'all stay safe. Peace.